Good afternoon, everybody. We've got a special bonus edition of the 2020 State of the Region address for our West Volusia cities. And today I am here on behalf of the DeLand Chamber of Commerce and Orange City Alliance. My name is Rob Doan, and I'm from the law firm of Cobb Cole, also on the board of directors here at the Chamber and Orange City Alliance. And with me today is Sam Bennett, mayor-elect of the town of Pierson. And Sam was not able to join us when we had the other West Volusia cities with us. So we're taking a little special time today and catch everybody in our region up on what's going on out in the town of Pierson. Sam, thank you for joining us. Glad to have you.
Good afternoon, Rob. Thank you. Thank you for that introduction. And it's a pleasure to be here. And thank you.
No, you're quite welcome. And probably first and foremost, I'll let everybody know that there's been a little change in terminology out in Pierson. The way things have been set up historically, where the council is chaired by a chairman, which really is the functional equivalent of a mayor to all our other cities. You've put it to the voters. You've changed some terminology. So you are the chairman. You've been part of the council for 30 plus years, but you're also now the mayor-elect, as you will go to that terminology officially after the election in November. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay.
We did it before the election, and they did make that decision to amend the charter to have a mayor-run local government instead of a chairman-run.
Well, you've been dedicated to the town of Pierson for decades now. I know everybody out in Pierson's Way appreciates that, and it's fitting that you would be the first official mayor of the town of Pierson. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. And of course, now we have had mayors that have served. We have had the late James Sow that was our honorable mayor. Right. He did a good job, and but now it's just a little different. And the mayor actually will preside over the meetings and will have a vote, unlike before. Before, the mayor did not have a vote. So now the mayor will lead the meetings and be able to vote.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Sam, it's been about 6 months now since the coronavirus pandemic first took hold of 2020. How would you describe the impact on the town of Pierson's ability to serve your citizens and carry out the normal functions out in Pierson?
Pierson we have been blessed that we have not had an interruption of services. We here in the town of Pierson in Northwest Volusia, we continued with our local 2 meetings a month at City Hall. That was not interrupted. We did the social distancing. We asked folks that did come to the meeting to wear a mask, and if they did not feel well, to stay home. And so we continue to have our meetings, and for the most part, Pierson has done very well. Our 2 restaurants here in town, the one inside is doing very well, and then we have a outdoor restaurant that has an outdoor venue, and they're doing well. And it's just a little slower pace, but it's a great place, to live and to raise a family, and we have Pierson's a beautiful community.
Last year we did this event, and at the time there was a proposal going to the voters to add a 0.5-cent sales tax to help fund roads and infrastructure countywide. The voters voted that down. It did not pass. What kind of infrastructure needs are you facing in the Pierson area, and has that lack of that funding passing, has that had any effect on you all out in Pierson?
It will have an effect. So right now, today, we're doing well, but I support that tax and feel like I'm hopeful that that the voters will implement that and pass it, because we could use that to bring the roads that do need attention in our community, in our town, and other improvements to do with our roads, that would be very beneficial. So I would hope that when it does come back for consideration, that the electorate would vote in support of that.
And while the COVID epidemic has had different kinds of effect on different sectors of our local economies, but people continue to move to West Volusia from Orlando, from South Florida, from out of state. If a developer is interested in developing in or near the town of Pierson, what message would you like to send to potential developers and your residents about future growth in your area? Would it be open arms or not so fast?
It would be open arms. We, of course, we don't have the growth as our other sister cities here in Volusia County, but it's I would welcome people that would want to come into our community with open arms. We have two great schools, T.V. Witt Taylor High Middle School, and then we also have a new elementary school, Pierson Elementary. And it's this weekend we're going to be having, and not this weekend, but the next weekend we'll be having our annual Lions Club Rodeo. They have a saddle club that meets here monthly, and the environment here is small town. You have plenty of there's lots of acreage, and just a great place to move to and to raise a family. So I would welcome them with open arms, and again, it's a garden spot.
Outstanding. We locally, I know, all care very much about home rule, but no matter what happens, Tallahassee is always going to have an effect on us. What's one good thing and one bad thing that Tallahassee's tried to implement over the last year?
Well, to take away more of the local government to rule and make decisions. That needs to stay in place. That's what we have local townships and cities for, like here in Pierson and then the other 15 cities and towns in Volusia County. So that was the thing that I did not think that is not good. So I would hope that they'll rethink moving forward with that at a later time and keep the decision making at the local level.
Anything particularly good you saw come out of Tallahassee this year?
Well, I don't have, other than what the question that I just answered, I think that
right.
For the part, I believe that Tallahassee and our governor, I think they're doing a good job.
Yep. Outstanding. If you could go back 20 years, and you've been on the council there for a number of years, and if you could go back 20, 25 years and put an item on the town's agenda that would be adopted, what would that item be and why?
Well, I've thought about that question, and I actually really wouldn't want to. I don't know that I would want to change anything. I think it's we just have this is a wonderful place to be, and I don't think I'd change anything.
That's a sign of good government right there. You mentioned the Lions Club Rodeo coming up. Is that coming up real soon? And is there a place that people can learn more about that if they want to come check it out?
Yes, it'll be on the weekend of the 23rd and the 24th of this month. And it's a family for the whole family. And I would encourage everyone to come out and be a part of this outside event. And if you're not feeling well, stay home. But it's an outside event. I think that it's going to be, I believe that it'll be a very nice thing for our area. It's a nice event that the Lions Club puts on.
Well, for all those of you out there watching, it would probably be an excellent opportunity to go out and visit Pierson and see all that's new and going on in the town of Pierson. Get out to the northwest side of Volusia County and say hello to Sam and all the other good people of Pierson. Sam, is there anything else you'd like to tell us about before we sign off? We really appreciate you joining us today. We apologize that our technology couldn't get you on the big group the other day, but hey, the benefit is spotlight for the town of Pierson, and we're really glad to have you here today.
I wanted to again extend a thank you to you and the DeLand Chamber for this time, and I'm glad that Pierson could also be a part of this to inform people of what's going on in Northwest Volusia, the town of Pierson. I would just not to be redundant, but just to say that yes, I would welcome people with open arms. It's a great place to live, to raise a family. It's good schools, reasonably priced property here in town. There's also good churches here. And so it's all good. And so hope to see some folks coming to our town. And I really feel like that we are here in Northwest Volusia. We've been blessed, even with all the different things that we have been dealing with. And again, thank you for this opportunity.
Well, thank you again, Sam, very much. And on behalf of the DeLand Chamber and Orange City Alliance, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. You can always check out the DeLand Chamber's Facebook page to see things that are going on in Pierson and the rest of West Volusia. And we wish you all a continued happy fall. Everybody stay safe and be well. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.